following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Демоны кружили надо мной, рассекали тернии и млечные пути. Не знаю счастья только тот, кто его злого понять не смог.
Red or blue?
'Tis early in the morning. It is 04:45. You are woken up by a shrill whistle blast.
Is this normal?
It has not happened before.
Okay. I jerk upright in that way that you can't really do, but...
Off with rocks and on with socks. Get up! Move, maggot!
Sir, yes, sir! Gets up. Pulls on socks.
Stopwatch.
Then starts also getting dressed because not wearing much. Do I need to make a check of any kind?
No, you have military household.
Yeah.
You're making your bed?
Yeah.
That is a check.
I'll do everything that I would normally do.
That is a check.
Drill sergeant.
That is a check.
Apparently I'm pretty sloppy for some reason.
The quarter does not bounce. Do it again!
That's better. That is... I should move my hero points off the sheet. I am going to be moving a lot. That is 20.
That's adequate. I see we have barely been here a week and we are already sloppy!
Sir, yes, sir!
What is your excuse for this?
I've gotten soft, sir!
What is your excuse for getting soft?
I have let myself go, sir!
Why has that happened to this Corps' body? Poke, poke, poke.
It has been a less strenuous environment, sir!
You belong to the government now! What are you doing abusing the government's property in this way? Are you a waster?
No, sir!
The first and last words I want to hear out of your mouth are Sergeant! I work for a living! Drop and give me 20!
Sergeant, yes, Sergeant, sir, Sergeant!
Ass eyes. I can see you have gotten too friendly with your freak friends when you should be learning how to do things the proper way. But
Sergeant, yes, Sergeant!
But I will show you the way. Do you have any objections to my tutelage?
Sergeant, no, Sergeant!
Very good. Now we will begin with a brisk 5 laps around this here base. Get into the elevator, go up to the top, run around the base. Bath time!
Sergeant, yes, Sergeant! She leaves.
Move it, move it, move it!
She's moving. Who
You,
is this, by the way?
you don't know.
A guy.
You can make a perception check as you're booting it out of your room.
That's pretty good. 17 plus 4. 21.
As you're leaving, you do hear that from somewhere near your room.
She's still doing it. Somebody's having fun.
Well, it's not me, so someone else is fucking with you.
Off you go.
But it's somebody who knows the...
When do you want to wake up?
Fuck it. I want to wake up a little bit early enough to fucking see this shit going on.
It's not a character not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so it'll be like, door! Jump, 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 jump. Shit, someone's hitting
I'd like to remind you that your rooms have... The one wall is just window. So if you don't close the shutters, you can just see out.
Mine are always closed. Just saying.
No, it'll just be like, on my way to the bathroom. Shit, someone's up early this morning.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom. She's jogging.
You need to go to the
I was
bathroom.
going to say, you have a bladder.
You have to slough off a certain amount of mass every now and then.
But
Like dead
I suppose
cells.
there's still waste product from food.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just continue to expand. So you
Yeah.
must actually have to make some regular visits to slough off mass
Yeah.
every now and then. Okay. The cold desert morning greets you. There's a bunch of soldier-ish types on their patrols just watching you, slightly confused.
Hope they get a good show.
Not here to enjoy a show. Besides, you're a mutant. You.
Do those 5 laps.
Alright. That will be a stamina or endurance check, whichever one of those you...
yeah, I think the system's standard.
I'm going to spend a hero point. Nat 20, that was well worth spent. That was well worth spent.
Was it one extreme to the other, or just really
It was
bad?
2. The first one was
Yeah.
2. And I'm like, no, I'm not having my character be tired for the rest of the day because they went for this super early morning jog.
Jog. He said run.
With a nat 20, you managed it.
So you'll get back in around about sort of 6-ish, I imagine. 6:30, somewhere around there. The earliest of risers are starting to stir now.
Well, I'll do a perception check to see who's around. Nat 20 again! I
Getting,
see everyone!
getting them all out of the way before they need it.
Yeah.
Titanium and Stephanie are both up and in the gym. Their exercise routine consists of Stephanie just picking up increasingly larger metal objects and slamming them into titanium. And I suppose I'd actually better make some checks on that, so... Okay, it appears pretty brutal. Don't necessarily need you sitting right by me
Oh
all the time.
well, I'll stop in and say hi. Morning, basically.
Okay, well, Stephanie's just like, get up off your knees, you weak little bitch. Come on! You're wasting my time and yours. Titanium gets up. She takes another wind up. Full effort. That was an awful lot. And Titanium is out. God damn it.
She trying to get stronger because of that Jennifer thing.
She's having a freak out.
She's a normal human.
Oh, she has to be when she's unconscious.
I thought so, yeah.
I'll be in the infirmary.
Meanwhile, just outside the door. Oh, man, you girls, you get going early in the morning, man. I'm starting to make Brother feel a little. Gotta try harder. Is she gonna be all right?
I don't know. Physically, yeah, sure. I mean, sure. Mentally, I don't think she is. But she wouldn't be here if she was normal, would she?
She hadn't had any luck getting a stronger metal.
She's pushing herself too hard, and apparently she's made negative progress.
She needs to relax. Yeah, and that's coming from me. I just did a 5-mile run around the base.
Who are you trying to impress?
I'm just saying.
Maybe you should bring her along. Tire her out so she's too tired to think about how she failed.
She didn't fail any...
More than the rest of us. Believe me, I know. Anyway, this isn't helping her. Fly. Just flies down the cake into the... The shutters are open. Morning sun is streaming in slowly.
Well, I'm gonna hit
Actually, it wouldn't be because it's in a recess.
I'm gonna hit the showers.
Okay. Well, why were you running at 5 o'clock in the morning? Is that an army thing?
Yeah, I mean, the sergeant came into my quarters this morning and started judging me on my...
What?
the way he had...
Someone's coming out of the showers, like wearing their danger room gear, and she's like,
Is it Dixie?
"Yeah,
What you sniggering about, honey?
it's not my secret to tell. You might want to slap Dex, just on general principles, you understand."
I'll keep that in mind.
She's not hiding anything. Because no one made a check, and I won mine, so therefore you believe her completely. Well, want to slap me for what? Smooth as a baby's ass. Bloody hell, I didn't think you'd react like that. Why'd you have to go tell everyone? God, I just can't have any fun anymore.
So
I didn't tell anyone.
So that was you this morning?
No. What was me, I mean? At least even it up. That was not an invitation.
Two, that evens it up.
That was not an invitation. Bloody hell. God, if you want to slap me around, the least you could do is buy dinner first.
They provide that here. I don't need to do that. So what were you doing in my room?
I wasn't. But you were.
Cocks an eyebrow?
Well, I was extending the limits of my powers and training like proper, and I discovered someone was having a dream about becoming all soft, and so I decided to expunge that into the real world and create a mental illusion for you. It's an extension of my powers. It's totally legitimate training. You've got to believe that.
So
Stay out of my mind without my permission.
I told you, it's bloody impossible. I'm not in your mind. You're broadcasting.
Then do whatever it takes to stop that.
and to be fair, he is.
Righto, he pulls out a gun and shoots himself under the jaw and falls down to the ground dead. Illusion dissolves. Is that what you wanted?
No.
And you know, he is kind of saying that you did it to yourself.
Yeah, you need to loosen up, love. Well, maybe just like mentally, you should stay as wound as you want physically. We're going to need it. The danger room's being rebuilt. Isn't that great? We get to go back into that one day. Yay.
I'm taking a shower.
That's not fair.
So what I'm hearing is a couple of days holiday until they get it rebuilt.
You know we're going up top today. You know that, right? Up onto the surface world.
Yes, the mole.
I was getting used to being king of the mole people.
We the mole people shall have our revenge on the surface dwellers.
And maybe, if I'm very lucky, me, the mole king, can find my queen.
Yeah, good luck.
She's gone to the showers. Well, she's gone to her room to get stuff, and then.
Speaking of which, where's Stephanie? Well, no one knows.
Wasn't she the one who flew off earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was before
He was in the
came
shower.
out. Yeah.
She flew off, was carrying titanium after knocking her out.
Bloody hell. Oh well. See you at breakfast. Bring your girlfriend.
I rightly have no idea who you might be talking about, and
Just-
resent the implication.
he is walking out while you're talking that, just going, Roxanne! Breakfast. Oh, sorry, you gym some. You, whatever it is you're doing. Gym doesn't work for you, so I don't know why you're there. You don't know.
I was there because the girls were hitting each other with the metal.
And then breakfast happens.
Oh.
Guy walks in. So I should also mention that there's like ordinary personnel, tech personnel working and moving around the thing all the time, but they're just bland background NPCs. Like their uniforms are that Disney green color that just washes into the background and you don't notice. No sea green or whatever it's called. Although if knowing Walt Disney, it's not sea green.
I believe it's not there!
This exhibit is closed! Are you in a hurry to leave?
Who's this? Is this
Stephanie.
Stephanie?
She has like a plate with like a big ham on it, and like another bowl over to the side filled with vegetables and things.
I just always eat efficiently.
Uh huh.
You have to in the military.
And we're not in the military anymore.
Which we are not in.
Is it all that different? I
Yeah.
see a lot of parallels.
It's a civilian organization for one.
Yeah, but it's run like a boot camp. Almost.
It's run like a
too
prison.
soft.
It's run like a prison, like a really soft prison for kids. Besides, it's almost like you just want to hurry up and get away from all of us. It's a little antisocial.
Why would you say that?
Because she's not wrong. Well,
I don't resent or want to get away from any of you.
I'm sure you don't feel that way, but it feels like that way to us sometimes, or at least to me. I just presume I'm normal enough to represent the others. What do you think, Cypher? Do not bring me into this.
He thinks whatever you think.
That doesn't work that way.
You know what I mean. I didn't realize you saw me that way.
Well, I mean, everyone else is pretty laid back. Pretty laid back for high school. You come in here with a brush up your ass. You started to soften up a bit, but today, now you're square eating.
That's how I always eat.
Maybe like slow down a bit, be casual. I mean, geez.
since she's brought up squares who don't want to spend a lot of time with us, it's Jessica doing.
Jennifer?
Jennifer.
She is sitting at an alone table.
I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Switch.
As soon as you
Hey.
get close, she is like, oh well, I guess that's enough, and she just quickly leaves. Puts her thing in the disposal and leaves.
It's like almost full of food, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, that is incredibly hurtful. Guess I'm back faster than I thought I would be.
She's been doing that to everyone.
She's pushing everyone away.
Because she hates us.
I think she hates herself.
Clank, right beside you. Hello. What are we talking about?
What you don't know.
It's polite to ask.
How little old Jennifer there is pushing us all away, because...
Can you blame her though? Can you? I mean, let's have a look around just our wee table here. We've got a horrible gelatinous goo monster from like a cartoon made by Matt Groening. But accurate. We've got a super hard-ass military girl who is also a mutant but looks normal, so you've got that deception thing going on where she thought she could get along with you, but then it turns out you're as big a freak as she is. We've got reads everyone's minds all the time and can't stay out of her head. That's intimidating. Also, I'm really handsome and she can't deny her attraction to me. And we've got Miss Perfect Body, who wears 3 millimeters of fabric on a daily basis. A bread roll bounces off his face. Why wouldn't she? She's been surviving by telling herself that she might be just like normal, maybe a minor thing, won't really affect her much. Nah.
Hey, she got it worse than any of us.
That was implied.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, her power basically saved her from being dead. I'd be grateful for that.
Yeah. Lucky for her that happened in that scenario.
And if that's the only time her power kicks in, no big deal.
I think it might even kick in if she's stressed enough, which is why I'm extra worried about her getting stressed now.
Can you
When
imagine?
I was hugging her and old drill sergeant boy was mouthing off at her, she was starting to get... I could feel her...
Swole.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine how poor Anne feels right now? They put her in that room to deal with it. It turns out she can't.
Oh, she's pushing herself something fierce.
Well, you didn't hear the conversation they thought they had in private with her. They're talking about taking her out, putting someone else in, put someone like not a student to deal with it. She's a proud girl, our Titanium. She's going to take it hard. So, oh, thank God. She's getting close, though.
I think the problem with young Jennifer's here is more psychological than physical.
Well, you mean she hates what she is and who she is and wishes everything could just turn back?
Well, I mean...
Who's the Wishmaster, by the way?
Oh, he's some guy who has been granting wishes. Takes people's... something or other.
Well, like the classical monkey paw thing.
Something like that.
He broke into my high school and pretended to be a teacher.
There's a song in that.
But what I meant earlier was that I don't think Titanium realizes this, and she's just looking at this from a perspective that she can't stop Jennifer because of how physically strong the young thing can get.
Stephanie finishes off her meal. Sorry. Huh. I don't think she has to worry about that. I mean, none of us could. None of the teachers could.
Exactly.
So why should she feel bad? I mean, sure, it was her literal assigned job, but I think that was, like, no, that's an unreasonable expectation.
Especially when nobody even knew what
Where's Tom? Actually, where's half of us?
Are the others onto the other
No.
tables?
Well, then Titanium walks in, sees you all there, comes over to the table, sits down. Is this seat taken? Thank you. What?
It's not your fault, honey.
Classy, real classy, yeah, subtle.
Look, there's no point beating around the bush with this. You should.
Look, I know, I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could deal with it. I allowed myself to forget what cater meant. I shouldn't have just charged at her like that without changing into a better metal. Like, brass didn't get it done. And then I couldn't turn into another... It's my fault.
No, it is not your fault.
Jesus Christ, love.
It's not your fault. You didn't know. None of us knew. If it's your fault, it's just as much all of ours.
It's not your job. Well,
yeah, but you were... They didn't know what you were going up against. Nobody did until it happened.
They had an idea, otherwise they wouldn't have put the K on her.
Yeah, they knew it was going to be strong. They didn't know it was going to be that strong.
K. Cater.
H2O.
They don't... Yeah, H2O is really strong.
Yeah,
she's Euclid.
She can deal with Tom, right?
A guy comes in. He's a normal technician. In the middle of your conversation... Oh, sorry if I interrupted. I'll go. He has a big bag on his shoulder. I'll just come back later.
Who was that?
Mailman.
Okay, I'm sure he'll drop off any mail we need to our quarters.
He always delivers.
Wait, is that like he's a mailman or like the mailman? And
Yes.
Look, if this was anybody's fault, it was my fault. I told O to go under the water, and
You're right, she could have done it, but I can't.
no, what I mean is, if she was still up on the surface, she could have got rid of that fog, and then we would never have had little old Jennifer getting pulled into that mist and us not knowing what happened to her.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. If only we had coordinated better.
None of us died.
Stephanie just looks at you.
Okay. Can we abort out of this conversation before we turn everybody into a depressed mess? Game over.
Oh yeah, because just not talking about it and let everybody stew in their own self-pity is going to help things out.
Maybe it has occurred to you by now that being military, you might have some better coping mechanisms than a lot of the people you are currently bringing this up to. I mean, we have counseling services, and people couldn't get over shit with a little time, but come on, man. It's breakfast. Have breakfast. We have an outing today. Woo! Outside.
Fine, I just don't want to see my own new friends self-destruct themselves and wallowing in self-pity, that's all. And I'll put down my tray and just leave. And then I'll come back and I'll bust it up because that's the training I've been...
Thank you. That is very nice of you. Titanium, I love what you are doing with your hair this morning.
Thanks. It's, she did it. Yeah, sorry. It's actually just a mess. Well, I'd probably better go. You're gonna get ambushed outside your thing. And he's like, Emery, Roxanne.
Yes?
No mail. And then you walk off.
Thanks.
Clay, Alvin.
Yo.
No mail.
Yeah, thanks for that, man.
He'll go around everyone and just sort of deliver various things.
Everyone else just say no mail to everyone.
Everyone else gets mail of some kind.
Oh, we're left out.
You don't have anyone who would send you mail, except maybe Grandma. And you just called your mum. And it's also only been a week. It's like, what if my daughter needs some emotional counselling within a week? She can take it. Once a month is enough. So where are you going?
Well, I was going to my room.
Okay. You will notice on your way the following things. The Midnight Twins are having some kind of argument.
Well, I'll stop.
But you can't hear them say anything. But the body language is like they're
Are they
having
just
an...
in the hallway doing this, or?
Yeah, just like outside, in between both of their rooms. H2O is down in the yard. She is eating on the picnic table beside the arcade cabinet.
By herself?
Yes. She appears to be reading. Everyone else appears broadly absent. There's a cleaning crew going from quarters to quarters, just going in and cleaning up and that sort of thing. The laundry sacks are being taken away.
So decadent. It's also so inefficient for me, because on the base it's like if I wanted something cleaned, I'd just go clean it and it would be clean. I have to wait for the bots to take it away.
You know, there's nothing stopping you cleaning up on your own.
Is there a laundry that I can actually use?
No, there's a laundry hamper. But like your room, you can clean that up on your own.
Oh no, I'd do that, but I'm more cleaning clothes.
The lounge area also contains some people who are cleaning up their things, and some students who are eating very far apart from one another there.
I'm curious about what the argument that I can't hear the Midnight Twins having. So I guess I'll approach whoever's the closest one to me.
I think whichever one is room's closest to you.
That would be Dixie female. Right there, honey.
Oh, yeah, of course we are. Yeah, of course we are, love. They say an exact time.
You look like you were having a little silent argument with your own.
A little bit of a quiet right, a little bit of a quiet right. They both also say at the exact same time.
Anything I can help with, or?
Oh, just a bit of an argument over some letters from home. Just a bit of an argument over some letters.
Well, I'll leave you.
Don't worry, we're not imploding.
I wouldn't have expected that. I'll leave you to it.
What do you mean implode? You're still brooding about that? Get the fuck over yourself. You swear at me. And they continue silently.
Back to room.
Siblings argue.
I don't know how close classes are, because that'll determine.
Well, it's been called off for today, isn't it? You've got an upsurface thing to do.
Yeah, but I don't know when that starts. I should say.
As you're walking back, H2O will like screw up what she's reading and just like boom, Superman take off into the sky.
What, through the hole in the?
The shutters are pulled back, so it's open sky. Just poof, right up there.
Anybody else notice that? I say to anybody who's around me.
Yeah, no. Everyone who is present is looking.
Okay.
You can also be done with breakfast and be watching this. Since you can't taste anything, you'll just be given like protein blocks and like you're just a block of this, block of that, color coded, and it's like you need to eat that and that and that and
the yellow ones.
There's like a sort of orangey rust colored one which will be your like proteins and fibers. There'll be like a greenish one which is your sort of carb matter, and then there'll be a yellow one which is the rest, vitamins, minerals. Not all, and you guys can't eat that yellow one because it doesn't contain all organic matter.
Well, what did it say?
She's well gone.
No,
she just like took off and...
No, the screwed up bit of paper thing. I was like, what did it say?
You don't know.
It's private. I'm not delving into her private messages. No.
Uncrinkle, uncrinkle, uncrinkle.
It's not paper. It appears to be some kind of woven metallic gold.
Hence the...
That's why I use paper. Can you even read it?